Welcome back to Tap Tech, where we dive deep into the specs that actually matter. Today, we're cutting through the noise to bring you the authentic truth about the new M5 iPad Pro. Stop whatever you're doing for a second. The new iPad Pro is officially here, and what's inside is a much bigger story than anyone expected. Forget everything you thought you knew about minor annual refreshes, because Apple has quietly dropped one of the most significant performance updates we've ever seen in a tablet. And for those of you on the fence about upgrading, especially from an M1 or M4, stick around, because the new specs make a compelling case you won't be able to ignore. Let's get the most crucial detail out of the way: the release date. While the announcement in October 2025 relatively low-key, the M5 iPad Pro is not a distant rumor anymore. Apple is confident in this device and its readiness, positioning it perfectly for the late-year professional market. The M5 iPad Pro has landed, and you can already get your hands on the 11-inch model starting at $999 and the 13-inch model starting at $1,299, maintaining the pricing of the previous generation, which is excellent news considering the internal leaps. Now, let's talk about the heart of this machine, the M5 chip. This isn't just a slight performance bump, it's a monumental leap focused almost entirely on AI and professional graphical workloads. Built on the third-generation 3nm technology, the M5 chip introduces a next-generation 10-core GPU architecture. The major technical headline here is that Apple has integrated a neural accelerator into each GPU core. This architectural change is delivering a massive boost in AI performance. Apple's internal benchmarks suggest the M5 delivers an AI performance boost up to 3.5x faster compared to the M4. Yes, you heard that right, 3.5 times faster AI performance. For the average user, this translates into ridiculously fast on-device machine learning. Think instantaneous real-time language translation, computational photography enhancements that feel magical, and seamless, next-level Apple Intelligence features in iPadOS 26, which is also rolling out now and finally leverages this power with a true desktop-class feel and better multitasking. If you're a power user, a 3D artist, a video editor, or a developer, this is where the M5 truly makes the Pro moniker feel earned. The 10-core GPU has a third-generation ray tracing engine, pushing graphical performance into a new league. We're seeing performance gains of up to 1.5x faster 3D rendering with ray tracing compared to the M4. In real-world applications like Octane X, the difference is night and day. Video editors working in Final Cut Pro for iPad can expect up to 1.2x faster video transcoding. Even AI-powered tasks like video upscaling in DaVinci Resolve are reported to be up to 2.3x faster. The chip's memory bandwidth has also seen a significant upgrade to 153 GB per second, a noticeable jump from the M4's 120 GB per second, which means data moves around the system with fewer bottlenecks, making those giant media libraries and complex project files feel instantly accessible. But the upgrades don't stop at the chip. We're seeing a long-awaited and absolutely essential memory upgrade. The base RAM configuration for the 256 GB and 512 GB models has been increased from 8 GB to a much more respectable 12 GB of unified memory. For the high-end 1 TB and 2 TB models, you still get a staggering 16 GB of unified memory. This increase in the base model is a huge win for general multitasking, app switching, and pushing the boundaries of what the iPad Pro can do. For professional users juggling multiple massive projects, that jump to 12 GB means the M5 iPad Pro can run more complex pro-grade applications simultaneously without hitting performance ceilings. Furthermore, the SSDs themselves have been upgraded, with reports indicating up to 2x faster storage read and write speeds compared to the previous generation, meaning apps install faster, files transfer quicker, and even system startup feels snappier. This is critical. The new iPad Pro isn't just about faster computation. It's about better connection. For the first time, the iPad Pro features the new Apple N1 networking chip, bringing in support for Wi-Fi 7. This is a huge deal for anyone working with large files remotely or in crowded networks. Wi-Fi 7 is designed to handle speeds theoretically up to 46 gigabits per second, though in real-world scenarios, it may ANS a more robust, faster connection on the new 6 GHz band, ensuring less interference and a clearer, higher-speed lane for your data. Cellular models get a similar boost with the new C1X modem chip, which delivers noticeably faster 5G connectivity. If you rely on your iPad Pro for on-location work, these connectivity upgrades alone could be a worthy reason to pull the trigger. In terms of design, Apple has largely kept the winning formula from the previous generation. The M5 iPad Pro retains the incredibly slim, beautiful chassis, and the gorgeous Ultra Retina XDR tandem OLED displays in the 11-inch and 13-inch models remain the industry standard with 120Hz ProMotion. The display quality is unchanged, still the best in class, with 1000 nits of SDR brightness and a peak of 1600 nits for HDR content. The higher-end 1TB and 2TB storage options still offer the optional nanotexture matte display glass, which is fantastic for artists working in bright environments. Importantly, this design continuity means full compatibility with the second-generation Apple Pencil Pro and the redesigned Magic Keyboard, which itself was updated recently with a larger trackpad. No need to buy all new accessories, a nice relief for the wallet. For cameras, the setup is also carried over but remains completely competent. You have the single 12-megapixel rear camera with the LiDAR scanner, and crucially, the 12-megapixel front-facing camera is still positioned on the landscape edge. This seemingly minor feature is still a professional game-changer, finally putting the camera in the correct orientation for video calls when the device is docked in a keyboard. While some rumors suggested a dual front camera setup for better portrait and landscape video calls, this was not included in the final launch, keeping the familiar, high-quality 12MP ultra-wide lens. So, who is this iPad Pro for? If you are coming from an M4, this is a solid, targeted upgrade. But if you are on an M1 or older, the M5 iPad Pro is a colossal difference maker. The jump to 12 GB of RAM on the base model, the blistering 3.5x AI performance increase for future-proofing, and the introduction of Wi-Fi 7 make the M5 iPad Pro the undisputed performance champion of the tablet world. It's an authentic powerhouse for the creative professional of today and tomorrow. That's the authentic lowdown on the M5 iPad Pro. Hit that like button if you're as excited as we are about those AI and RAM bumps, and subscribe to Tap Tech for more specs that matter.